Hi everyone, I'm Fran Moore and welcome to my home here in Canton. Today I'm going to be making Buche de Noel. This is a recipe that came from TAUNY's cookbook. It has a bunch of wonderful recipes which are traditional for the area. And this particular one is a traditional recipe for Christmas time, hence the name Buche de Noel or Yule Log. Just a note about any time I'm doing cooking, I like to use real ingredients. I like to use real butter, real sugar, real flour, because I think that ultimately it's more satisfying and delicious in the finished product. So with that, let's get started. The first thing I've done here is I've heated our oven to 375 degrees. I have here all of my ingredients set out. I'm using cake flour, baking powder, salt, and I have sugar, eggs, and milk and butter. So those things are all mixed together. What I found is that when you're making this kind of sponge, it's really important to follow the directions of a recipe like this. Do everything in the sequence and make sure that the ingredients are very, very well mixed and blended. So I went through and blended all of those things. Okay, so I have this wonderful bubbly mix here, which I'm now going to pour on here and let it level itself. It's wonderfully viscous and it should be nice and light. I don't want to push it, I just want to level it very carefully as best I can without it going over the edge. So I am putting this in now. It's on the 375 degrees, it's on the top rack, and it's going to go in for 10 to 15 minutes. So let's time it for 12. I prepare here, this is wax paper, and it is positioned on this cloth here, which is what makes it really easy to roll. I then just take a little bit of granulated sugar, and this also helps to prevent it from sticking. I don't want to put too much because, you know, you can have way too much sugar. In taking it out of the oven, we immediately turn it over onto a sheet, and I've prepared the cranberry jam. I spread it across the cake and then roll the cake up and then let it cool. For this, I used a cranberry jam filling, which is essentially just fresh cranberries, water, and sugar. And my addition to these is to add a touch of nutmeg and cinnamon. And these are then just boiled together until the skins completely disintegrate and it forms a beautiful jam. So the buttercream icing is just that, it's butter. And I had some cocoa powder and confectioner's sugar and a little bit of milk. And those again are mixed together, blended very well. And then I spread it on. I take a fork, and with the fork, I just make lines on it that make this look like bark. And then for the outside here, what we've done is we took coconut, which is colored green, and some rosemary and raspberries, and there's some pretzels that are covered in icing as well. Decorations are really only limited by your skills and your imagination for what you have in your larder and what you cook and what your family likes to eat. So there we have it. Yule Log. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it.
There you go.
I'm making some tea. All right. So poor Hollywood.